Welcome again to another edition of Story Time with Robbie. Hope you're all doing well and staying healthy and having a good day so far. Today, I'm going to be reading you two winter themed books that I missed when I did winter themed books with you a couple of videos ago. And I'm also going to be reading you a story with two wild animals in it about a mole and a fox. And it's a story I forgot to read to you when I read you some wild animal themed books back in the summer. And I'm also going to read you a story about a mouse as well. So the books are called, and I'm going to read you the first, the winter one I'm going to read you is The Snowy Nap by Jan Brett. And the second winter themed book I'm going to read you is Cozy by Jan Brett. And I'm going to read you Jasper and Ollie by Alex Willian. And My Brother's Napping by Ruth Oy. Hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Alrighty, everybody. Before we get started, I forgot to mention that book, that last one I'm going to read you, Jasper and Ollie by Alex William. I wanted to read this story to you because I did read you wild animal themed books back in the summer, and this one I forgot to read to you about a mole and a fox, so I wanted to get that story in for you. So look forward to that coming up. But first, I'm going to read you today The Snowy Nap by Jan Brett. Here we go. Young Hedge sniffed the chilly wind. Snow is on the way, he thought. I'll just take a last ramble around the farm. He did not want to miss a moment. He could barely keep his eyes open as he walked. The hens noticed at once. Time for Betty Bye, they crackled. It won't be long before you have to hibernate, and our coop will be bedazzled by icicles. In a sleepy daze, Hedge trundled past the pond. The geese honked goodbye until spring. We'll think of you as we play slip and slide across the pond ice. It is already starting to freeze. Hedgie came to the sheep shed. Nighty-night, the sheep bawed. One of the sheep had seen hedgehogs on the farm head for their cozy dens year after year as winter arrived. She also was ready to tell Hedgie what he would miss. I'll soon see the snowman Lisa makes, she said. The billy goat overheard and crunched across the frozen field to add, as usual, you will miss winter blue time when the sun sets and the snowy farm appears in every shade of blue. The pig watched Hedgie stop for a big yawn. Have a good winter sleep, she oinked. If only I could save a few snowflakes for you. No two are alike. When the pony trotted up, Hedgie guessed what he wanted to say. Sleep well, he neighed. If you hear bells in your dreams, it will be me pulling my sleigh. That was the last straw. I don't want to sleep all winter like last year, protested Hedgie. I want to see icicles and snowman, snowflakes and pond ice. I want to hear sleigh bells. Before Hedgie could yawn again, he decided to turn around and stay up for the winter. The night grew frosty cold. Must stay awake, must stay awake, must stay awake to see winter, Hedgie shivered and his eyes closed. From the farmhouse window, Lisa saw a still shape outside in the cold. Poor little hedgehog is frozen stiff, she cried. She bundled him up and brought him inside. Lisa put Hedgie in a tea cozy and gave him a spot by the window. That was a close call, she said. A snowstorm is on the way. You better stay in the house and warm up. To Hedgie's delight, the next morning he saw the world outside shimmering with snow. The old chicken coop sparkled like a palace. Every day he watched from different windows and new wintry scenes appeared. The pond froze into a shiny mirror. Lisa twirled on her skates as the goose and the gander slid to keep up. To Hedgie's amazement, one day Lisa rolled great balls of snow. Before he knew it, he was looking at his first snowman. He was getting sleepier, but each morning held a new surprise. The little hedgehog was dozing when he heard the twinkling of bells. He tried with all his might and opened his eyes. There was the pony pulling a sleigh. Lisa made a snowball and tossed it in his direction. Kapoof! Hedgie slept later every day. One day he woke to see flowers of frost decorating his window. The trees looked like lace against the sky. I have truly seen winter, was Hedgie's last thought as he nodded back to sleep. Lisa knew it was time. Leaving the door ajar, she cradled the little hedgehog. You belong in the wild, she whispered in his ear as she carried him through the drifts. She crouched by his burrow and nestled him inside. Sweet dreams, little adventurer, she said. Just then she noticed the front door was swinging on its hinges. Squawks and rumbles were coming from inside. Lisa peered through the doorway and saw animals Piggledy making a commotion in her house. Each one was thinking, I'll see winter from a nice warm house. Out! 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 Skedaddle! She laughed. Don't you know this is not where you live? Lisa was shooing the last moose from the house as Hedgie, snug in his burrow, fell into a deep sleep. He was dreaming about icicles and snowman, snowflakes and pond ice. It was a long, snowy nap. That Alrighty, everybody. The second story I'm going to read you today is Cozy by Jan Brett. Here we go. Storms rolled over the tundra when Cozy the musk ox was separated from his herd. He's used to being with his family.
His mother and father had named him Cozy because his silky coat was so soft and thick. Cozy braced himself against the wind, and his thick coat warmed him like a blanket. In a tussock, a mother lemming's pups were squeaking loudly. I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm cold. She used a triple carry to tunnel them toward a new spot where she saw a towering mountain of fur. In no time, the lemming family settled in next to Cozy's left hoof. Shh, she whispered, quiet voices, and that musk ox will never notice us. Snowshoe Har, feeling chilly, had the same idea. Master Mucksox, he asked politely, may I wait out the storm under the protection of your very thick coat? Cozy was happy for the company and well aware that a lemming family had snuck in. He said, welcome, Snowshoe Har, but mind those lemmings, quiet voices and gentle thumping only. Snow swirled and plump, suddenly all grew white. Was it a clump of snow that hit Cozy on the forehead? No, it was feathers. When Cozy opened his eyes, he was looking into big yellow ones. The eyes belonged to a snowy owl, who also had a request. Oh, magnificent Omenmunk, would you be so kind as to give me shelter? The wind has tumbled me terribly. Cozy knew that snowy owls and lemmings and snowshoe hars were not always fast friends, but he agreed with some conditions. House rules are quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself. Arctic Fox's nose was turning blue. Her bushy tail wasn't warm enough, and every time she wrapped it around herself, the wind unwrapped it. Thinking Cozy would make a good windbreak, she sidled up to him. Do you mind, Mr. Muskox, if I unfreeze my nose in your thick fluff? Cozy was happy to welcome a new guest, but eyeing her sharp canines, he answered, for the harmony of all, quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself, and no biting. As winter went by, the storms grew worse. The wind blew, and a low, humpy shape appeared, swaying and shuffling. Its coat was covered with ice balls. Shaggy beast, it growled. I fell into an ice floe, and I'm chilled to the bone. Can you help me? Cozy was happy to invite the Wolverine in, but added to the house rules, quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself, no biting, and no pouncing. Cozy's new friends cleaned their coats, preened their feathers, napped, and were glad for their comfy shelter. But then above the wind, the animals heard, yip, yip, yip. Of huskies always on the lookout for a good thing barreled into Cozy's big bulk, flinging the creatures into all directions. Their musher sea otter looked on in dismay. Hi! The lead dog grinned. House rules. Chorse, the jostled lemmings, snowshoe Har, Snowy Owl, Arctic Fox, and Wolverine. Quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself, no biting, no pouncing, and be mindful of others. Cozy, wary of the lead dog, who looked a lot like a wolf, shook his horns to make sure the huskies understood. As time went by, the wind calmed a little and the Arctic sun climbed higher in the sky. The animals felt more at home every day, but Cozy had spring fever. I want to find my family. How can I move about with these visitors underfoot? The house rules were stretched every day. When a nibble, a bite, when a hoot, quiet or loud, there was bumping, making faces, and nobody was saying I'm sorry. One sunny day, the lemmings were playing climb the ladder. A great chunk of Cozy's coat came off, then another hank came off in Snowy Owl's talons. Cozy remembered this from last year. Shedding meant it was finally spring in Alaska. Hank by hank, all of Cozy's warm, silky winter coat drifted down the slope. Cozy's lodgers started heading to their spring homes. Cozy hadn't felt so free and breezy since he was a calf. He jumped, he gamboled, and then in the middle of a gleeful leap, he saw his herd. He ran to join his mother, his father, his sister, and his brother. "Where were you? We were worried," said his sister, Fluffy. "We missed you," said his brother, Snuggly. "I made some new friends," Cozy told them, "but it was nice to get back to Muck's ox ways." They all formed a circle, babies in the middle, but Cozy felt curiously alone. Then the breeze carried squeaky and growly and whistling voices. "See you next year, Cozy. Meet you when the snow flies, Cozy the snowshoe har thump, thump, thump," as they all called. "We can't wait to get cozy with Cozy." The end. Alrighty, everybody. The third story I'm going to read you today is Jasper and Ollie by Alex William. Wait, I know. Let's go to the pool. What do you think, Ollie? Should we go to the pool? Ollie, hey Ollie, do you want to go to the pool? Sounds good to me. Great, I'll race you there. On your mark, get set, go. I did it, I won. I'm the champion. Ugh, he should have been here by now. I wonder what's taking Ollie so long. Wait, that sneaky Ollie, I bet he is here and I just didn't see him go past. No running. Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. This isn't working. Wait, I know, I need to get to higher ground. Where could he be? Wait, he must be hiding from me. Aha! Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. He's not usually this good at hiding. Wait, maybe he's getting a snack. Snack bar. Where could he be? Wait. maybe I should ask the lifeguard for help. Tell me where my friend Ollie is. Wait, of course, Ollie must already be in the pool. Ollie, Ollie. Ugh, the pool is way too crowded. There's no way I'm going to be able to find Ollie. Pool evacuation alarm. Wait, pool evacuation alarm. Ring, 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 ring. Ollie. Hey Jasper, looks like you beat me here. Should we go inside? You know what, Ollie? I was just thinking, why go to the pool when we could go to the beach? Sounds good to me. Do you want to race to see who gets there first? You know what, Ollie? I think the racing can wait. The end. Alrighty, everybody. The fourth story I'm going to read you today is Shh, My Brother's Napping by Ruth Oy. Here we go. Shh, my brother's napping. He really needs his sleep. He was grumbly as a grouch and now lies in a heap. He's very noisy when he sleeps. His mouth hangs open wide, but Mummy has forbidden me from putting things inside. Shh, your brother's napping. We must be very thoughtful and do our very best to keep the house a quiet place and let my brother rest. Shh, your brother's napping. Reading stories can be quiet. Reading's calm and makes me dream. Unless there's a scary part that makes me run, and shh, your brother's napping. Painting pictures can be quiet. Color brightly, filling space. But Mommy says to keep the art off brother's sleeping face. Shh, your brother's napping. So I will just play quietly and build my little town. The blocks and books will sit so still unless they all... Oops! I didn't mean to wake him. I'm sorry for the noise, but now that brother's wide awake, let's bring out all the toys. Yawn! Shh, my brother's napping. The end. Alrighty, everybody. Really hope you enjoyed the 2 winter-themed books today and the story about the mole and the fox and the story about the mouse. Thank you so much again for joining me and for watching. It's always a pleasure being with you and reading to you. Please comment on the video as always and let me know what you think of the pics. I always like to hear your feedback. Have a fantastic rest of your day
And I will see you here on the next edition of Story Time with Robbie. Until then, toodaloo.